Hello everyone, Fred Blues here. Special recording today because we're going to figure out what we're going to play on Skyrim. And you're thinking, why do we have Shadows of Baldur's Gate 2 on the screen? Because I'm going to combine games again. I love playing Baldur's Gate characters on Skyrim. The dwarf, I love playing it. A few other people liked it, but obviously not enough to take it anywhere. So we're looking at a new thing. And I'm going to put this video out, and maybe enough people will watch it. I wish I could make it a short, but it's going to wind up being a lot longer than that. But I'm here with my quickly cooling cup of coffee. Today we have Smudge snoozing over here by my boots. Logan decided he's on vacay because we hadn't worked in so long. Mrs. Blues is over here, but you probably won't hear her much, unless she's yelling at Candy for going crazy. But anyway, we're here today to figure out which character are we going to take to Skyrim. Alright, I will show you what I'm playing right now. Lady Elise. I am really enjoying Lady Elise. I might as well do her level up and save that. And I'm doing it the way everybody says this is how you don't play. I love playing how people tell me I'm not supposed to play it. I'm playing a paladin. I will show you in a second here after I get that in. There we go. Done. I'm playing a cavalier. She's currently just made her level 9, which is a big move for her. And she just got out of Baldur's Gate 1, where as you can see all her stats were earned naturally. There were no, I can pump my strength up to 20 and my dex and con up to 20 and make it a nice easy game. No, I made her go in and I earned these steps. As a matter of fact, you'll see she only has charisma of 18 because I accidentally put that extra point in intelligence. She ordinarily would have a charisma of 19 right now. My voice is a little more gravelly than usual. I'm getting over pneumonia and the flu, which I had at the same time, but I will try to speak more clearly. What we're trying to do is figure out who we're going to take to Skyrim. I could take Lady Elise here, and I named her Lady Elise for a reason, and I'll show you why.
Hi. Yep. Hello. What's up?
That voice. I love that voice. In one, she has, when I put her in the leadership spot, she's like, "Do I get a hat? A leader hat?" And it was just cinched me. I usually play her for my female voice. And over here on BG2, the new comment is, "Okay, first things first, let's talk a leader hat." And it's so hilarious. It's just that voice. But the reason for the character and the way she looks, the way she do, good English, she does, is I was watching Red Joy's Paladin video, and it was a great video. He did an awesome job. I recommend you go watch it if you like Paladins. And even if you don't, it is pretty darn good. It's top of the line, you know. I mean, all these characters are playable no matter what people say and how you want to play them. They are very playable. But I could not get the portrait that he had for that paladin, and I loved that portrait. And of all the portraits I could find, this is the one that I literally liked the most for a female paladin. So that's the one I'm going with. And to get back to where we're going here, do we want Lady Elise? Do we want to bring her to Skyrim? Okay, let me save this and get out of this. Oh, I don't even have to save it. I can just re-level her up when I get back into it. Or there are other options. I have a lot of good options. I would love to see, like, an Order of the Radiant Heart Paladin making its way through Skyrim, trying to bring justice, and seeing the corruptions on both sides of the Civil War would be just a blast. And there's a lot of excellent paladinic armor. We'll just pick any image for now while we're going through everything. Mine always gets slow on the first image roll up of the day. I don't know why. We'll just stick with that. And we have a lot of different images we can, different things we can play. As a human, the only thing I'm really interested in playing and bringing to Skyrim would be, other than our paladin, would be a barbarian. I thought about a Kensai because Dav's doing a Kensai, and I started a Kensai roll-up, and I was playing it when I saw the Red Joy video, and I just had to play that paladin. I hadn't played paladins in a while, and it's fun, but a barbarian trying to stick to these rules in Skyrim, I think, would be awesome. This is obviously the artisan version of these rules. Or a wizard slayer might be fun too, trying to stick to these rules. I don't think a samurai would work because they have a whole different culture that deals with katanas and that, and to bring a literal samurai there would just like clash way too much. Okay, our other options, we can go to elf here. Elf leaves us a lot of beautiful options. We can bring on a straight up high elf. That's basically what this character is. And we can bring in a drow, which when I bring in a drow, I can either use the Dunmer settings, or I can, there's a couple of really great drow mods on Nexus. One of them works excellently in my game, one of them just doesn't work at all. I don't know why. And we could do the drow and do our darndest to play by these stats. Now, a wild elf, I'm going to do a stretch here. A wild elf would be a wood elf. And there's not much change, so we'd still basically have to stick by the generic elven rules. And I don't think this fits at all. I mean, you could say this is the other elf. No, wait, we already went through the other elves. A moon elf would be totally on its own. No, not even a kinship idea, because there's literally, she'd probably have more in relation with the Khajiit. Half elves, well, they're just half elves, you know. I could play as a half elf. I could either, I don't have a sub race here for them, obviously, but I can play either as a Breton or literally download a half elf mod, which I like some of the half elf mods. A lot of the half elf mods though, they're like, look at my chest when you're talking to me, and I just don't like that in Skyrim. Anybody who does that in Skyrim, awesome. Knock yourself out. Great, do it. And I've already done a dwarf. And I've already done a dwarven defender. So I really don't want to do a dwarf again. But this was a blast. I enjoyed playing this. I played a lot of it offline because I just wasn't getting any attention for it before I decided the game was pretty much done, because it was very fun to play. And I wish more people would have been interested in seeing that. Oh, I gotta back up a little more here. We're working on the races. Halflings. There are halfling mods. I do like this, the strong heart mod. I really like it a lot. And I discovered rolling up a strong heart as a thief is a really dumb idea, because you're going to get your 1 point in axe skill, and you can't use axes, which is kind of silly. These are cool. I've never really tried the Ghostwise Halfling. I really want to someday. I don't know. I'm not sure. You guys tell me if you like the idea of halflings fitting into Skyrim. Alright, now we got gnome. Gnomes are beautiful. I love gnomes, not as much as dwarves and halflings, but I do love them. I think I don't love them as much because in the BG games, they're probably the most overrated shorties. Okay, we have our regular gnome here, which we could do. I don't know if there's a gnome race, but if there was, yeah, I'd probably want to make him a thief or a fighter thief type ideal. I wouldn't make him an illusionist though, because as everybody knows who's watched my games, I'm horrible at magic using, and I'm trying to avoid that. Deep gnomes, same story really, just a little better stats and they experience a little slower. Alright, and there's half-orcs. I love the half-orc mod, guys, in Skyrim. It is way overpowered though, so I would have to play on legendary if I played the half-orc mod for Skyrim, or if I was gonna I could play on my normal rule setting if I decided I wanted to use just the orc archetype to play the half-orc. Either way works. But I wanted to do this video to show you guys what I could do. I've added some cool stuff to Skyrim, some mods. Maybe I'll do another video to display that and go through these characters again and what we could play as a crossover like this, going from Faerun to Skyrim, which I love doing that all of a sudden. I've always loved cross-knitting mods. A long time, or cross-knitting, God, I might be sewing now. Crossover mods. A long time ago for Skyrim, there was a Earthling mod, and it was buggy as all get out, but I loved playing it. It was fun. And you were literally a human from Earth, and obviously they had to give you certain things like shouts, but you were kind of limited in some ways because you're an Earthling. You believe in science, not magic, right? And it was fun to play, and I really miss that. I can't find it in 2, and I can't find it in SE. And I know the original one had it, and I played it in the original game. I don't know if the original game still has it, but I could look. Some days I'm half tempted to let go of SE and just plug in the original game and go with that. But, you know, mods are getting really fun now. I'd hate to change it up. Anyway, these are the options. Alright, let's stick with a human here so we can look into the classes, because that's going to cover most everything. With fighters, we can try to stick to Berserker, Wizard Slayer, Kanzai. Wizard Slayer I think would work awesomely. Berserkers, yeah, you would almost have to be a half-orc with a Berserker or an orc, because there's a mod that returns Berserker to Nords like it's supposed to be, but you know, whatever. And those are really it. I mean, like I said, a lot of this doesn't really fit in the Skyrim world. Rangers, archers would fit really well, and playing them to these rules in Skyrim could be fun. Stalker, yeah, that would work, definitely. I don't know about Beastmaster because summoning is more, I don't know, I'd have to look into that. Dark Hunter would work well because that's a stalker that really just hunts humans. And if you're playing it true to Plato, you got armor restrictions. Warden, I just don't think I could do because it is a mod, and there's things in here a Warden can do that really can't be done. Obviously, Paladins, Cavalier, I think would work. An Inquisitor in this, I think all three would work excellently. And lately, I suppose I'm weird because I've been heading back towards these that come with the game rather than these that are modded in. I don't know if a Blackguard would work or not. That wouldn't work very easy because there's things that don't work. Martyr, yeah, you could work that, but Martyr is the Diet Coke of Paladins or something, you know. Divine Champion would work. It would work really well, except you're going to lose a lot of this while you're still trying to play by the rules. Same with these three. You're going to lose things that they just can't do. I mean, the resistances obviously are going to be racial resistance, not kit resistance. Mystic Fire, you know, how we would have to play this one is fiercely devoted to like Talos or some other god in this game, period. And I always make fun of that when I do a crossover as Talos of BG and Talos of Fallout 4. I mean, I'm tired, can you tell? Talos of Skyrim. Cleric, you can play a cleric according to the rules, but a cleric in Skyrim is going to get to be a lot better fighter. But you can be a fighter, and you can go up the healing tree, and you can go up, I guess it's necromancy, but only necromancy specific spells like that'll help you do things like this. But and the fun part of playing a cleric in Skyrim would be to non-bladed, non-piercing weapons: hammer, club, flail, mace, quarterstaff, sling, Skyrim equivalents. I don't think Druid works. At least by a bad player like me. I don't think Druid would work at all. I mean, I bet you somebody like John could come along, you know, many a true nerd, and make a Druid for Skyrim and make it work. Because these are the Prem players, so we're talking meat here. Mage, skip it, I don't like them. Excuse me. Still getting over this pneumonia and flu. Alright, now we have a thief. I'm not objecting to a pure thief, but I would think a fighter thief type fits Skyrim a lot better. Any Skyrim players know this. But playing a thief sticking to pure thief rules just isn't gonna work very well. I mean, good players, they can make that happen. But crappy players like me, you know, bards, that's a big mod to download, and I have a lot of mods on this game now. I don't know if I could handle it. Skip. Monk, like I said, I don't believe is possible to play a monk, especially these shadow ones. Okay, there is one bard, I think it's under here that we could play. No, it isn't a bard. It must be on my Baldur's Gate 1. It's a brawler, and I don't know why they put it under bard, but it looks like it would be highly playable. I'm not in BG1 to show you how that would work, but okay, shamans, yeah, shamans would work. Plain shaman, you could follow these. It's just would be a light armored, and you'd probably have to go up like healing, of course, and I don't, like I said, I don't know much about the magic stuff because I don't know if, but you would have to go up the summoning, whatever one that helps you summon better, you know. And Witchlight, I don't know if Witchlight would work. I've never really played that one. I loaded it because I thought I was going to try it someday. Warhorn. Warhorn would definitely work. But here I just had an idea for a bard that might work. Dancer. You hear me out on this now. Oh, and there's the one I was talking about. Dancer, you know, we have bards but a dancer might be able to be be played without downloading bard mod. Well, you probably would have to, or some other mods. But this is the other one I was talking about before, the brawler, the Arcane Fist. He's a brawler. And I guess because they didn't really want to put him under the monk's side. But I don't, you know, I think fighting with your fist, I don't think that helps you level in much. You don't level as much. I mean, you get your leveling for defeating the enemy and all this, right? In Skyrim, but you don't get your skill leveling like fighting with a sword or a hammer. You don't get weapons leveling. You just you'll get less leveling, trust me. But I think this might be the most doable because you'd be playing as a brawler. You'd level slow, which everybody knows that in Skyrim. Well, for me anyway, I think it's really important to level up to 10 as fast as possible. And then after 10, just go slow as you can because you're going to level up awful fast and be way overpowered awful fast. That would be out. That's a modded thing. You don't really want to mess with that. Scald? I don't know. You'd have to download a mod, and maybe because of the way Skyrim is made, you would have to be Redguard Jester. There could be jesters in there, but I see the Jarls don't care much for fools dancing around their court. Blade. This is an artisan blade. Blade would have wasted talents just like they do in this, I think. I mean, it says you can get Grand Mastery, 5 slots in any bladed weapon. That would actually work better in Skyrim. But here's the thing. When you're getting these in BG2 is the greater slots mostly affect getting an extra attack. And the extra attack is for warriors only. A blade is a bard kit, and it ain't. But you know, like I said, a bard could possibly be better in there. All right, let's see what else we can look at. Helpies here. Okay, alignment. You know, you are whatever you are in Skyrim. Ability. You focus on the weapons you want within the framework of the BG2 rules. That's it. Then you have to put the points in other things. I always suggest speech because boasters in Faerun and Skyrim probably about equal. Appearance don't matter in name. Yeah, you know. All right, so you guys got the gist of what I'm working on here. I went through what would possibly be good and possibly be bad for a Skyrim run for a player like me anyway. I'm sure there'd be a lot more good ones if some of these master players we watch would do a crossover like this. I would love to see Redjoy do a crossover like this. I don't even know if he plays Skyrim. I bet he does, but I bet he'd do so awesome. Alright, I'd like to thank you for watching, and if you like what you see, please leave a like and subscribe. And if you are interested in any of these crossover characters, please leave a comment. And you can be as detailed as you want. You can just say Faerun Barbarian. Call it good. Or you can leave a nice detailed thing. I love details. I love reading. I used to read tech manuals as a kid just for the fun of it. Boring as nobody's business, but I liked it. But anyway, please leave a like and subscribe. Please leave a comment on what you would like to see. Thank you. Have a great day. Oh, and by the way, I don't know how well I can edit this video. I had CapCut, and now I gotta look for the other free one. I don't even know the name of it. So this might be going up there whole and raw. Have a great day.